The second topic in this unit is death and dying. Why people die, or what do you mean by death? It is the ultimate part of everybody's life, and there are different concepts about the death in different cultures. Anyway, death is a loss. It is a physical loss, it is a psychological loss, it is a social loss, and it is a loss to the entire society. And nowadays, most of the deaths, they occur in hospitals, and many people, they spend their end of life in old age homes as well as in halfway homes, and even if they are in homes, there is a nursery, there is a nursing care and medical assistance by the different agencies. Nowadays, death and dying, there are different rituals in different religion, but it causes a kind of sorrow and sadness, a feeling of loss in all the cultures. And according to psychologists, there are 4 stages of death. One is denial of death, where the individual denies the death. The second is he is angry about the death. The second stage of death is anger, and the third stage is bargaining with the death. That means let me die, but I have to complete these many things. I have to accomplish these many tasks. This is bargaining with the death. And if the individual knows that he is going to die, he enters the 4th stage, that is depression. Because of the fear of death, the individual goes to depression. And the last one is acceptance. The terminal illnesses like cancer and other major diseases, they cause death, where the individual's death is certain for a certain time, after a certain time. Here, the individual, he bargains with the death. Let me die, but before I die, I may complete, or I should complete these many tasks. This is bargaining. And sometimes he may deny the death. No, I don't want to die. Death should not come to me. This is denial of death. And sometimes the individual may have anger about the death, where the individual is angry on the death because I should not die now, because this is not the proper age to die. This is how the individual is having anger on death. And the last one is accepting the death, where the individual embraces death. The many cultures like Jain philosophy, it invites death and it embraces death, where the individual during his last stage, he leaves food, he leaves water, and ultimately he leaves breathing, where we call it as Sallekana Vrita. This is embracing the death. There are different rituals, as I told you. Hindus follow different rituals in the death, and Muslims follow different rituals in death. Christianity also have its own rituals after the individual dies. Parsis have different rituals in death. This is how death is also having rituals. And there are some agencies which are looking after the individual in the old age. For that, the individual takes medical insurance, health insurance, and there are some agencies where the individual is going to have agreement about the last rituals, because many people, they stay in old age homes during their last days, and the old age home and other agencies, they are going to perform the last rituals. This is how death and dying is having different aspects.